Hey, what's up? It's Rob Balasabas. Welcome to another episode of the Coffee with Creators podcast. I don't have coffee today, I've got tea. But I hope you're doing well. It is July 24th. It's Monday. It's raining here in Vancouver, which is actually quite welcomed. It's been super sunny the last, I don't know, 2, 3 weeks. And so nice to have a little bit of rain. But yeah, let's jump into things. This is a bit of a different episode. Just going to kind of catch you up on some of the things I've been seeing online around the creator economy, digital media, social media, all that stuff, some news around Twitter and then some other stuff. So before we do that, though, let's say thank you to the folks that support the podcast. StreamYard, love you guys. Thank you for supporting the podcast. As always, if you guys are not on StreamYard yet, then what are you waiting for? I love StreamYard. I talk about StreamYard all the time. Been using them for years. They're the go-to platform for all things live streaming for me. Also for recording episodes of the podcast, also recording videos for the YouTube channel, interviews, all sorts of stuff. Just an awesome tool. And so if you have not started with StreamYard yet, or if you have and maybe you've kind of, drifted away for a little while and, want to make sure that you are checking out StreamYard because they have some new features that I think you will really like. And so head over to the link in the description or in the show notes. It's going to be a link that will give you an extended free trial of StreamYard, and I hope you enjoy that. All right, so head over there. Thank you, StreamYard, for supporting us as always. I was actually just chatting with my friend over there, Joanne Watt. And they're doing some really cool things. I saw StreamYard. I saw another team member over there from StreamYard. His name is Franz, and a great guy. He's the strategic partnerships boss over there. And so I saw him at VidCon in Anaheim. And so, just love the team over there. Just doing some really cool things. So thank you, StreamYard. All right, so let's go into, I've got a number of tabs here. Don't get ahead of me and start looking at all of the different tabs and stuff that I wanted to talk about today. But I want to share some things that I'm seeing. First, today, I didn't even see this coming, but it looks like Twitter has rebranded themselves as X.com. Elon himself posted this today, or no, yesterday, I guess, yesterday morning on the weekend. And he says that X.com is now points to Twitter.com. Interim logo goes live later today, which it did. So you guys can see that Twitter is now X.com. Let me know what you guys think of this. You can see the logo here. It's now X.com. Yeah, let me know. I mean, I'm not a big Twitter guy. I am on Twitter. I'm on Twitter. Let's see. I'll show you guys my profile. And I kind of post different things on there and, kind of keep in touch with different creators and partners and industry professionals and things like that. I'll retweet some things, or I guess now re-X some things. I don't know what you want to call it now. What is it called? What do you call a tweet if it's no longer Twitter? Is it now an X? Or a seat? I don't know. But anyways, I am on Twitter. I do think that it's an interesting platform. I am also on Threads. And as you guys know, Threads has kind of dipped in terms of user base and traffic and stuff in the last little while. I was definitely on the bandwagon when they first launched, and I'm always like very curious about new platforms and kind of seeing how the culture of that platform evolves. I think Threads is still early days. Zuckerberg is a smart guy, and he's got a very smart team and thousands of people working at Meta that is trying to figure that out with Threads. So we'll see where that all goes. I think it's an interesting play with X.com now and Twitter, and I think from what it sounds like, I've been doing some reading, it sounds like it's just going to give some better branding opportunities for Twitter, to be sort of named X.com now. There's a lot of tweets that are very interesting and almost like entertaining around this whole new rebrand. So Brian Solis is saying Twitter is to tweet as X is to what? So yeah, I guess that's the next question now, right? Is like, what do you call a tweet? What do you call a tweet? So let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know if you're, have an opinion or sort of feeling either way on the new rebrand of Twitter. If it's, excites you or not, kind of where you stand on that. I just want to show this one last tweet before we go on to the next topic from Colin and Samir. And they said that this is a seat. Is that the new word? Seat. Hey man, you want to seat that? I guess, I don't know. So we'll see how this all evolves. Really interesting conversation around that. But yeah, I thought I'd mention that, to be current events is that, that happened yesterday. So now it is live. All right, so let's move on to another thing that I saw last week. I think I've talked to you guys about this. I use a tool called Superhuman email app. Really awesome tool. There's a link somewhere in the description if you guys want to check it out. If you guys want a free trial, shoot me an email, robert.balasabas@gmail.com. I'll hook you up with a free trial. It's actually, you can't get a free trial from the website, which is really interesting, but you can get a free trial if you email me. I'll send you a code. Funny story about that. This is the power of, I guess, referral marketing or word of mouth marketing. But every time somebody emails me, I made a couple of videos around Superhuman when I first started using it. I just really love the tool. It saves me so much time in my inbox. And so I made a couple of videos and I said, hey, if you guys want a free trial, send me an email. And kid you not, I have probably 5 years worth of free Superhuman now. Literally 5 years, maybe more, maybe a little bit less, but around 5 years, I've got 60 months or something of free Superhuman. Because every time I refer somebody, they sign up, they get a free month, I get a free month. That's how Superhuman works. So that's a side story. But what I wanted to share today was that Superhuman launched some AI tools, and it is pretty cool. I got access to it last week. I wasn't in the beta or anything like that. I just got access to it last week. It's been around, I think, in beta for a little while now, for I don't know how long. But essentially, you can tell Superhuman, I mean, it's just integrated with ChatGPT, but you can tell Superhuman to say, here's an idea that I have. I want to write for example, for me, I want to write an email to a YouTuber that, compliments their YouTube channel and invites them to hop on a call to talk about collaborations or partnerships or sponsorships, right? Or you could also tell it to say, hey, I want to, invite a friend for coffee at this date, at this time, and make it friendly, make it casual, right? You can do replies. You can say, hey, I want to complain to United Airlines about my flight, last week, blah, 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 right? And it will essentially write an email for you. It will write a reply for you. You can also write the reply, and then you can tell it to improve the email, to shorten the email. You can tell it to do anything you want with the email. Essentially, you've got ChatGPT right inside of the tool, which is great. You could still use ChatGPT and copy and paste back and forth, but this makes it super cool. And you can see, this video right here, just how it works. It's really awesome. You can turn an idea into an email just like that. It's really cool. I think it's great. Type at the speed of thought. Here's another example. Thanks, Simone. I've added some comments on how we're using OpenAI and iOS. And then you can go in and it will go ahead and fix those errors for you, right? You can shorten it. You can polish your writing, as it says here. Superhuman can fix spelling and grammar. So it essentially replaces Grammarly. If you're using Grammarly, you can do that as well. You can what I actually really like is that it can rewrite in your voice. So when I installed the AI tool inside of Superhuman, it took a little while because it went through all of my emails in my Gmail inbox, which is, yes, a little creepy, but that's just how it works. And so went through all of my emails, and now it knows how I write, my tone, my, different things, but the unique things that I would say, or the way that I would sign off, the way that I would greet, just my voice, my grammar, my choice of words, things like that. And so now it can rewrite in your voice, which is really cool. I mean, you don't want to sound like a robot, right? And so there's actually a really good screenshot of it. I'm happy to, if you guys want, I can make a little tutorial of how this works in a separate video. Just let me know. If you have any specific questions, you can improve your writing. You can write a draft, simplify, lengthen, make it longer, or shorten what you've written. And again, really, really cool. So you can summarize long communications. Let's see this. So there you go. You've got this long email. Or sorry, you've got a long email, and then now you can shorten it, right? It'll shorten it for you. You can research anything. Okay, well, let's see. Actually, did not read this. Superhuman AI is powered by ChatGPT. Okay, there we go. Confirms that under the hood. That means you can research almost anything. So you can say like, what URLs does URIs does Google Calendar use on iOS? Just ask. What are the best ways to manage remote teams? Just ask. And then when writing any emails that need research, try Superhuman. You'll stay focused. Okay, so great tool. Not sponsored by them in any way. I actually may have one of their executives joining us on the podcast for an interview in the next coming weeks. But yeah, in the meantime, not sponsored, but I want to share that with you guys. Really cool what Superhuman is doing over there. So let me know though, again, little plug for the referral code if you guys want. Send me an email in the show notes or in the description of this video, this episode. Send me an email and I will hook you up with that free trial of Superhuman. I think you'll love it. I love it. I've been using it for, I want to say, over a year now. I paid for the first month, maybe. Then just the way that YouTube works. Have not paid since, but I do love it. And again, not sponsored. All right, so let's go to the next update. This is going to be a bit of a long one. So actually, I'll come back to this one. Let me think about the next update here. Let's go over here, actually. I want to share some quick updates from our pal Juan, which is IG.Creator Academy. Juan is awesome. I connected with him through Sean Scott, who is his manager, his, I guess, business manager, talent manager, what have you. Because we actually, before that, I was connected with him through... What's it through? I'm trying to think. Phil Palin. Sorry about the lighting, guys. Phil Palin, another awesome creator. And and Juan is in Spain, and fingers crossed, I may be hanging out and seeing him during our vacation next month in Spain. So Juan, check your email if you're watching this. I'll send you some time so we can get together for coffee or lunch or something. So anyways, besides the point, I wanted to show this because Juan is actually moving all of his courses or his programs over to Uscreen. He put this up on his stories today. He says, this is a screenshot actually of his app. Very, very cool. He says, today I've been working on migrating my membership, the IG Content Club, over to Uscreen TV, and already loving it. Coming very soon. Kind of gives you a bit of a scroll here, and then screenshot. This is what his app's starting to look like, different categories. So it's lots of new trainings coming on personal branding, Instagram strategy, content strategy, monetization. So if you're a creator, definitely check him out. And I love what he did here. He says, DM me the word club if you're interested in learning more about the IG Content Club membership. I love that. And then he says, hey, also, bit of a focus group here, sort of surveying his Instagram audience. He says, I'm also thinking about starting a free community for creatorpreneurs, I love that term, inside my new app with Uscreen. If it would be similar to a Discord channel for you to connect, learn, and support each other, would you be interested? and then you can choose, oh my gosh, yes, please, or nah, thanks. Like, why would you say no, right? So anyways, wanted to share that with you guys because make sure you connect with Juan, by the way, ig.creatoracademy, because that's super cool. I think I love what he's doing. He's teaching a lot of people there how to go full time as a creator using Instagram. And I love how he has gone super deep into not just like, yes, teaching, how to be a professional creator, but focusing on Instagram and really teaching people how to do that well. And he's made a really nice business for himself doing that. So shout out to Juan. Thanks for the tags today. This is amazing. Wanted to next mention another amazing creator, good friend of mine for quite some time now, Jessica Stansberry. And if you go to her most recent reel, I don't know if you can hear this actually, but we'll see. I don't know if you can actually hear this. I just saw Daniel here with his comment. It's awesome. Of course, gotta do the Ken Barbie thing. Anyways, Jessica just published a reel talking about Uscreen. So thank you to Jessica. It's a sponsored video, yes, but also Jessica's a great friend of mine, and we've talked about this. I love her sweater, by the way. I just realized it says YouTuber. But anyway, yeah, go check out Jessica because who knows? You may be seeing Jessica launching some things, working with Uscreen, more and more content around that. Go check out her YouTube channel as well. She has done some really fun integrations with us talking about Uscreen on her YouTube channel and how she showed that as well. Here you go. Oh, let me go back. Oh, you can't. Okay, we'll loop it, but I'm just going to leave it here. But yeah, because she shared that on her screen as well, just how the Uscreen Uscreen works, the platform. She's showing Jevin Dovey right now, who Jevin has his membership on Uscreen. We've built the apps for him as well, and so it's really fun. I just want to share this, not to kind of flex or anything, but it's just been really, really fun for me and for the entire Uscreen team to be working with these awesome creators that in their own right have built massive businesses, and to be a part of how they are now continuing to grow into sort of their next evolution as entrepreneurs and creators. I don't know, those two words are very synonymous nowadays, but to see them doing that and to be part of that in terms of our partnerships together, our sponsorships with them, our collaborations with them, but also for them to see them launching their memberships, their apps. It's just been really, really fun. It's just like, yes, everybody is, of course it's business, and we're doing business, and everybody's of course growing in terms of revenue and what they're doing, right? But just to be able to work with really cool people. There's Uscreen. She's showing it there on the website, on her screen on her laptop. But to just be a part of that is just really cool. And I just love seeing these apps because they're white label. Nobody, it's like fully branded to the creator, and it's just really cool to see them do their thing and put their touch on their creativity and the way that they deliver their messages and reach more people. It's just been really cool to see. It's just a beautiful thing. And so shout out to both Jessica and Juan. Love what you guys are doing. Thank you so much just for being, working with us and being part of our crew here at Uscreen and being an awesome partner. All right. So speaking of partners, we're going to continue down this rabbit hole of partnerships. Tell me if you guys are familiar with the Publish Press. I hope you are, especially if you're a creator. I hope you're familiar with the Publish Press. I'm going to go to their homepage here so you guys can see what they look like. But this is Colin and Samir's newsletter, right? You guys are familiar with that? This is where creators get their news. I love that tagline. Where creators get their news. They do 3 times a week. They've got a newsletter going out. This is, I believe, run by Smooth Media, which is also good friends of ours. Josh Kaplan, Ali over there, and also Colin Richardson. Like, awesome team, awesome crew over at Smooth Media. But love this newsletter. And last week we sponsored a couple of episodes and some really good episodes as well, or editions, not episodes. These are not videos, but new couple of editions. This one was on July 19th, and really talking about the Hollywood strike and how that affects creators. Whole thing there. We can talk about that in another episode. Rhett and Link hosted the where'd that go? The third Not Safe for Work live stream. Hilarious. And then here's our sponsored snippet here, our sponsored section. We talked about In the Lab Plus, which is, if you're not familiar with In the Lab Plus, this is a really great story. One of the co-founders, his name is Naveen Ramarak. In 2017, they were offering free basketball like content online, right? Just, and then they were also doing some in-person training camps. And then fast forward to 2019, now they have this like exclusive membership that they're using Uscreen for. Now they have thousands of members. They are, paying members, by the way, not like free members or anything, free subscribers. Like these are paying members each month. And they have everything from educational content, entertaining content. They cover like tournaments in different cities. And it's just really cool. If you guys are on LinkedIn, make sure you connect with Naveen. He's great. If you guys want the entire story, this is where we link that piece to. It's actually a new blog post where we covered the entire story, well, as much as we could, of In the Lab Plus. And you'll get to meet the COO, Naveen, and how they built this business. And they're creators, right? They're creators who turned that passion for basketball into a full-blown media company that has recurring revenue now through memberships. They have merch. They have all types of stuff, and they're getting to work with some really cool players, actually, which is probably the coolest part about it, is that they get to work with these cool players, professional basketball players and everything. And so I'm just kind of scrolling through their website here, or their blog post here, but you can go and check them out at In the Lab. I'm going to find the link here for you guys, but yeah, you guys can definitely check these guys out, In the Lab. You can go to plus.inthelab.tv. Again, I'm just scrolling this. If you're watching this on a YouTube version, just scrolling through this, they have also, like I said, just like most of the creators that we work with, they have their web version, but they also have their mobile apps. I believe they're going to get TV apps as well. And so they've got thousands of members paying $10 a month. You guys do the math. It's a great business. It's a great business. And so so tying that back to our piece here on the Published Press newsletter, that's been a really fun integration to work on. There's going to be some more integrations with them in the coming weeks and months, and just a really cool partnership there. Next thing I want to talk about is some events. I don't know if you guys are planning to do any events or attend any events in the coming, months or in the fall, but it's definitely something that is on our radar. It's on my radar. I love events. And so two big ones that are coming up pretty soon is, I'm going to show my screen here again. One is VidCon Baltimore. So this is the first year that they're going to be in Baltimore. It's their East Coast show, East Coast of the United States show. I was in Anaheim for VidCon Anaheim about a month ago, and now they're going to be going to VidCon Baltimore September 28th to October 1st. So if you're going to be there, I'm going to be there with a couple of our executives. It's going to be really fun. Some of our partners are going to be in town as well. So it's going to be really cool to be there. And so message me, shoot me an email if you guys are in Baltimore, or if you plan to be at VidCon Baltimore. I would love to see you. So message me. All right. Let me know. I'd love to connect with you over coffee or lunch, dinner, whatever it may be. We just love to connect with as many of our partners and creators and friends while we're in town in Baltimore. I've never been to Baltimore, so if you have any recommendations on coffee shops, let your boy know. All right. next event that we're going to be going to is the big one that we always go to every year. This is going to be, I don't know, my 5th year, maybe 6th year, I don't know, over the years, to Vid Summit. So Vid Summit is changing this year. This is actually like a day or two right after VidCon Baltimore. So I'm going to be doing a bit of traveling during those 10 days or a couple weeks. But this year, VidCon has always been in Los Angeles. This is going to be the first year, 2023, that they're going to be in a different city, and they're going to be in Dallas, Texas. And so been to Dallas a couple of times, and I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be, we're going to be, the whole team will be there. We got some really cool plans. I can't share that much with you guys at the moment, but over the weeks, next couple of months, you will definitely hear about them. But yes, if you are going to Vid Summit, let us know. Vid Summit has always used Uscreen, the platform, and we've worked with them. We've got a great relationship with Daryl and his team there, and our CEO PJ and our CTO Nick have always been there since almost day one of the company of Uscreen. And so we've just got a really great relationship with Daryl, his team, and the entire community over at Vid Summit. So yeah, if you're going to be there, because I know a lot of you are, then please let us know. Let us know that you're going to be in town. I'd love to see you while we're down there, all right? Especially if you are either attending or if you're just based in Dallas, Texas. Or if you're, not too far away from Dallas, Texas, we'd love to see you, all right? I really like Vid Summit. I love the vibe at Vid Summit. Watching some of the B-roll here, some of the highlight reel, I see like a lot of familiar faces, friends, people that have collaborated with over the years, and just, seeing them grow in their business and their reach and their audiences have just like blown up over the years. It's just really fun to see. Tim Schmoyer over there. I see a lot of, hey, there's our panel from last year. So would love to see you guys there, all right? So I just wanted to give a shout out there and kind of put the bug in your ear early on that right now, I know it's only July, and this is not till October, but time will fly pretty quickly. Once summer passes, and then, we're done, and it's Labor Day, and then before you know it, it's October. So yeah, reach out to me. Let me know if you're going to be at Vid Summit. All right. And let me just double check. I'm just double checking to see what other things. I had some things. This is how I do these episodes, these catch-up episodes, is I just put everything that I wanted to talk to in different tabs on my browser. And I wanted to see if there's anything else I wanted to show you guys. Oh, one last thing. Here it is. This is what I wanted to see. And just wanted to show you guys is that Uscreen, again, my lovely Uscreen team, we just launched some new community tools last week. This is July 19th. Salma, who's amazing on our product marketing team, just published this blog post that basically shared a bunch of new community tools that will hopefully level up a bunch of creators, communities, and their businesses. I'm going to share a link to this blog post, but essentially it really goes over some of the things that we think about when it comes to memberships. What is a true membership, right? A lot of people will, have different variations of definition for memberships. But for us, memberships is our thing, right? As our platform has evolved, we have focused down on memberships. One of the things that we have realized is that community is an important, very vital aspect of a membership, right? And so there's some really good stats here. And talking to our creators that we work with, the most successful creators have an active community, and see that an engaged member are 2 times more likely to stay compared to non-engaged members, meaning that they're more likely to churn, which is cancel their membership. And so I want to go down and I want to share this with you. You can go through it on your own. If you're a creator, you have a membership or you have a community and you're thinking about, either launching a paid membership, launching a paid community, or growing your paid membership or community, then this is an very important article I think that you should read through. There's a lot of good information here, a lot of really important nuggets that I think you will find very useful. and hopefully apply to your own business. So yeah, there's some some sort of talking points here in terms of like some of the data that we have learned, refine enhanced community management. We've got some AI things that are happening inside of community that I think will just, man, it's going to explode some of the communities out there right now. If you guys are not yet using some of these tools, it's definitely going to do that. We also have this thought now that we're realizing that because we have apps, right? We have mobile apps for our customers, for the creators that are working with Uscreen. We create mobile apps that are white labeled. It's totally theirs. They own it. It's totally white labeled again. Yeah. So these are apps that their members have downloaded. And so now our creators' apps are in their members' pockets, right? Which is beautiful because now they're going to get push notifications. They're going to get all of these things that, notified and alerted when there's a new post, there's a new video, there's an upcoming live stream, there's a new comment, a reply. And so you can imagine that the engagement is through the roof, right? And so, it's just been really fun to see this come to life, see it, from the inside, and now to see it come to life and like all the creators really seeing it. A creator that we really love, Justin Rhodes, who has his membership on Uscreen, just recently launched his community using the Uscreen community feature inside of his apps. And it's being received so well. Abundance Plus. So I'm going to put that on the screen so you guys can go check that out if you guys want to. Abundance Plus right here. There it is, Abundance Plus. It's a really cool niche. And when people tell me like, hey, my audience is not on YouTube, my audience is not willing to pay for my content, I love showing them Justin's membership, because Justin is ultra successful. Obviously I can't give you numbers, but he's ultra successful in a very interesting niche that you wouldn't expect. It's called homesteading. And so it's a really cool program that he's got going on. Great membership, amazing community. And he's got thousands of members that he charges anywhere from $6 to $30 per month. Actually, his $30 tier, as you can see here, is sold out, which is wow. Okay, so that's all I got to say there. And so that's some examples there. So as we wrap up, it's a quick catch up. I know I did all the talking. Obviously, it's a solo podcast today, so I did all the talking. But I'd love to hear how you're doing. I'd love to hear what you're working on. I am going to be away for most of August. I think it's important that you take time to rest, recharge. And so we're going to be away for most of August. We're going to be overseas, vacationing with my family. In Spain and then Portugal, and so it's going to be really, really fun. I'm super excited to be there, and the whole family's excited, and we've never been there, so it'll be a really fun few weeks. But in the meantime, will still continue to upload every now and then when I find some time, some quiet time to record a podcast or two while I'm away. Because I think it's I know myself, and I know it's impossible to shut off that part of your brain that is thinking about work and business. And so I think it'll actually be quite healthy to take maybe some time to maybe for me to record 1 or 2 podcasts just on my phone through the Spotify podcast app. Directly. That's usually what I do when I'm on the road, and just to sort of share my thoughts and ideas and things that I'm thinking about as I'm on the road. So if you have any questions, if you have anything that you'd like me to discuss, and it'd be just nice to have some conversation around that. So just send me some messages. I may mention you in an upcoming episode while we're out of town, and just be really fun. I think what would be really fun is if you sent me a voice message. If you go to the Anchor or Spotify page of my podcast, if you listen to this on Spotify, you can leave a voice message, and I can use that message, actually put it into the upcoming episode. And so it'd be kind of cool to have some of your voices there as well. So yeah, there we have it. Today is July 24th. That's my update for you guys. I hope you guys are all doing really well, and enjoying your summer or whatever season you're in, that you're listening to on this podcast. Yeah. And until the next one, God bless you guys. I hope you guys are resting and, getting focused and connecting, either building your community or connecting with your community, going deeper. Quick story. Friday night, if you guys go to my Instagram, you guys will see that I actually hung out with a few of the dads, actually all the dads from our community group. Through church, we have a community group, and we get together every couple weeks. All of us, our families, our wives, our kids and stuff. And, do life together, I think it's really important. And so, yeah, we hung out on Friday night. Super simple. We just went to grab pizza and just kind of walked around the city a little bit with the dads. And I think that kind of stuff is important. And I wanted to share that with you guys because I hope that you guys are finding your community as well. Not just work community and people that you can talk to about work, but also like in your personal lives. I think that's really important. And, that's a whole nother episode, whole nother conversation, but I really do hope that you guys are finding those connections that are meaningful for you guys. All right. So with that, I'll see you guys in the next episode, and be well. God bless you guys. Take care.